This Friday, my daughter will turn 2 months old. Among other things, it means she is ready for her first round of immunizations. She will continue receiving vaccines until she is 16 years old. She will be protected against long eradicated illnesses like polio to common diseases such as HPV. Since the discovery of vaccinations by Dr. Edward Jenner, immunization can be credited for saving approximately 9 million lives annually worldwide. Allowing unvaccinated children in the school system condones the newest epidemic of parents irresponsibly forgoing life-saving preventative measures. Unvaccinated children in schools pose a threat to the majority of the population who wish to protect themselves and their children. Disallowing unvaccinated children in the public school system will protect countless lives from a threat we had previously eradicated. The United States has been successfully protected against measles, smallpox, diphtheria, whooping cough, tuberculosis, and a handful of other diseases for many years. The only disease that has been eradicated worldwide is smallpox. Without continuing to vaccinate the population, these diseases can be reintroduced with any flight into the United States. We have already seen evidence of falling immunization rates leading to the reintroduction of these diseases in other countries. For example, Japan witnessed a fall in vaccination rates for whooping cough from 80% in 1974 to 10% in 1979. In 1974, there were 393 documented cases of whooping cough, and in 1979, there were over 13,000 documented cases in the country. The very low rates of vaccine-preventable diseases in the United States can be credited to our herd immunity. This pattern of immunity protects our entire population from the invasion of a new infection. There are groups in the U.S. that are considered high risk for infections and diseases. Among these are the elderly, infants too young to receive vaccinations, pregnant women, and anyone else who has a compromised immune system or cannot receive vaccinations. Not only are these groups at a higher risk for contracting diseases, they are also more at risk for having severe, lasting consequences, even death as a result of contracting the disease. Allowing unvaccinated children in the public school system will put all of us, especially high-risk groups, in danger of contracting these deadly diseases. Parents who cannot vaccinate their children or have very young children or elderly in the home will put their entire household at risk because of the irresponsible decisions of another parent. If a parent chooses to leave their children unvaccinated, they need to understand that they will have to make accommodations to isolate their child to protect the greater population. Parents who advocate against vaccines for their children often do so for the following reasons: fear their child will contract autism from the vaccine, fear of the dangerous ingredients found in vaccines, or fear of the potential side effects. Fortunately, the doctor who wrote the original paper citing vaccines cause autism was wildly discredited. Countless studies were created to disprove his claim, and he later lost his license as a result. To ensure the potency and stability of vaccines, there is a minute amount of preservatives and chemicals found inside each vaccine. The amount and purpose of these chemicals are very closely monitored by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the Food and Drug Administration, the National Institutes of Health, to ensure their safety for every child. As with any medicine, there are remote risks of serious side effects, including death. Parents who choose to exclude their child from vaccines for this reason must also consider the almost certain serious side effects of contracting one of these deadly diseases or facilitating its spread to others. Allowing unvaccinated children in the public school system would allow the irresponsible decisions of the few to affect the well-being of the many. Vaccinating your children is a personal choice. However, we can still protect ourselves and others by sending the message that unvaccinated children pose an unnecessary risk and will not be welcome in public spaces. Much like how all public parks and spaces require you to maintain an up-to-date rabies vaccine for your dog, we should follow similar practices to protect our precious children.